creation of Ashoka University, one of your larger aims was to create an education model that can be replicated. So how close you are to that goal?
Well, I think we have done fairly well. So, considering Ashoka has been around only for 8 years, a little more than 8 years, we, at least I know of two institutions who have been very inspired by the Ashoka model and have literally replicated it. So, Krea is one university in Andhra Pradesh, close to Chennai, which is truly inspired by the Ashoka model. And I can say it categorically because Krea founders visited Ashoka a number of times. I met them personally, and they wanted to build an Ashoka-like university in the south of India. Plaksha is hugely inspired by Ashoka. That's an effort I've also been involved in. Again, a collective philanthropy, same level of governance, although it's in technology, so that's where it's different. But the model of institution building is very similar. So these are two institutions, at least I know of, and I do know there are many people who uh, aspire to build an Ashoka like university. So I would feel, well, institutions take a long time to build. Startups get off the ground in 6 months, 3 months, 1 year. Institutions take 7 to 8 years to get them off the ground. So the gestation period is longer. Now, having said that, in a relatively short span of 8 to 9 years, to have two other institutions, they are already started. Krea has been operational for maybe 5 years now. Plaksha has recruited its second class. So you already have two institutions which are off the ground. So maybe perhaps in a decade or two, you could have 10 of them, another 8 maybe, I hope. So I think it is done a good job on that track. It's one appreciation from everyone in India and across the world. The government and policymakers have looked at the Ashoka model closely while drafting the national education policy. So Ashoka, I believe, has had a deep impact on higher education in India and will continue to have. So we've done fairly well, but it's early on that question. And maybe 20 years later, let's see what happens.